What's up guys, this is Soul Survivor 610 coming back at you with another video. Today I plan on showing you my top 5 shoes in my collection. Let's get to it. So for my 5th favorite pair of shoes, it's a pair that you guys most likely know. As a lot of you may know, my favorite color is pink. I love off-white. I think what Virgil is doing is really creative. So when off-white and the color pink came together to make a shoe, I immediately went out and bought it. As you can see right here, I have the off-white Zoom Fly in the tulip colorway. I think that's what it's called. It's pink, obviously. You know, I really love this shoe. I think that the quality is a little bit lacking. You know, the foam, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but it starts to crease after like one wear. It kind of creases pretty bad. So if you wear these multiple times, like, you know, for a daily shoe or just wearing it, it gets beat up really fast and it doesn't really look nice. You know, as you know, the entire shoe is made out of this really thin, plasticky material. It's kind of futuristic, you know, it's supposed to be lightweight and all that stuff, but it's not going to really last you a long time if you want to wear it often. But, you know, if you treat your shoes right, if you take care of them, it'll last you a while. As you can see, I bought it from StockX. I bit the bullet and I paid like $230, $240 for these. So resale, it really isn't that bad compared to most other off-whites. You know, they get to be in the thousands for some of them. Some of them are, you know, over 500, but this was, you know, a pretty decent deal. Like I said, it's my favorite color. So it's, you know, my second favorite off-white. The UNC off-whites are definitely my number one. One thing I did with these is I put the black laces in this, kept the pink laces in this one, and I think it just gives it like a contrast look. I kind of like it. I like the black laces more, but I wanted to keep it mismatched. So as you guys can see, I've worn these for shoots, but they still have all the tags on it. But because, you know, I'm afraid to just mess them up, but it is a really clean shoe. So 5th favorite shoe in my collection, gotta be the Zoom Fly Off-White. So for the 4th favorite pair of shoes in my collection, they have a story behind them. You know, you'll find that a lot of the shoes in my collection have stories behind them. I think right now I got about 130 pairs of shoes. I know exactly where I got each pair, and most of them have a story behind them. So this is the Retro 1 Gatorade in the orange colorway. As you guys can see, this is not how they looked when they came out in stores. That is because I painted them. So the story behind these shoes is, this is really how Soul Survivor 610 became a thing. I saw a video by a guy named Sneakerhead in the Bay who got these, and he just painted them black in like a bread kind of color block, and I thought that it made the shoes look 10 times better. So that same day I went out and I got paint, I got brushes, and I did my thing. And, you know, it kind of prompted me to start taking pictures of shoes, and ever since then, you know, my page blew up. A year ago I had no idea I would be where I'm at, but, you know, I'm really thankful for it. So these shoes are kind of what started it all. The shoes themselves, I think, are really nice looking, even without the paint, but they are a little bit loud, so I do realize why they sat on shelves. But, you know, the custom really wasn't that difficult. It took me only a couple hours, but the quality on these is actually not too bad. I don't know if you can see the leather on the tongue, but it really isn't bad. Like, you know, a lot of ones when you wear them and they crease, I think personally it makes the ones look better. It's one of the only few Jordans that you can beat up and it will never look bad. With the leather on the toe, you can tell that when it creases it's going to look pretty nice. I love orange-black colorways. I think that the two colors go together really well. And the orange translucent sole I think is just really dope. I've never seen this color sole on any other shoe, and as I said, they were really cheap, so it's not like, you know, I had to spend a boatload of money to get a pair of shoes I liked. I just had to spend a couple hours painting them and doing what I thought looked really good. So, you know, this started Soul Survivor 610 for me. It's got a special place in my heart. These are my 4th favorite pair of shoes. So for my 3rd favorite pair of shoes, it's a shoe that I actually had when I was a lot younger. I have since gotten rid of it, and it took me years to find. It's a shoe that a lot of people probably don't either remember or, you know even existed. It is the Retro 5 Shy Pink. I love this shoe. So the reason why this shoe was so hard to find and why a lot of people don't even know it existed is, for one, I'm pretty sure these released in 2006, so it's about 15 years old. Also, it's a women's shoe. It did not come out in men's sizes, so it was really hard to find like a size 13, because not many girls are size 13s. It was hard to find my size, And when I did, I found it on eBay one day. I immediately, went out and bought it, and for a good price too. So these are worn, but they're in good condition. As you can see, there's not really much creasing on the toes. The only real signs of wear are, you have some scuffs on the ankles right there, and the netting is yellow, as well as the sole, but I love that. You got like the pink Jumpman right there. You have the pink inside, pink Jumpman right there with the pink lace lock, and then the pink teeth. So it really is a quiet colorway. It's not like a bright, vibrant pink like the off-whites were, but it's more toned down, especially with the all gray upper. But it's a quality shoe. Like I said, a lot of the older Jordans have good quality. I think that this shoe is beautiful, and a funny story is I posted these on Instagram after I got them, and I said, if anybody has another pair, DM me, in a joking way, because I, really didn't think that I could find another pair that easily. But, to my surprise, my guy Sneaker King MC on Instagram hit me up with a second pair, and for a deal too, so shout out to him. I got 2 pairs, both of them are worn, but like I said, good deal on these, lightly worn. So one pair, I do wear, the other pair I keep on ice. We have the retro cards for both of them. As you can see, I got this one in like a little protector. But yeah, so third favorite pair of shoes in my collection is the Shy Pink Retro 5. So for my second favorite pair of shoes, it's probably one of the pairs that have been in my collection the longest, the Retro 5 Raging Bull. So like I just said, Jordans that released in the early 2000s, the quality was amazing, so much better than the GRs that, release nowadays. They all have a story behind them. Something that I hate about the way that the shoe game has turned now is, a Jordan will release every single week. New colorways are just getting pumped out. No real thought is being put into it. The shoes just sit on shelves for weeks until they go on sale. Back when I got these, back when I was actually out there camping out for shoes, Jordans would sell out like that morning. No Jordans really sat on shelves, but that's for another video. I think that the quality on these is amazing. All red suede. Like I said, Retro 5s are my favorite silhouette. I think it's a very loud shoe. It makes a statement when you wear it. I love the fact that it's old, that it has some character. You got like the 23 stitched right there. I love that. For being as old as it is, the soles really aren't that yellow. They're in pretty good condition, as well as creasing. There's not a lot of creasing on the toes, and I do wear these. I wear them for shoots. I wear them out once in a while. I've kept them in good condition. I think that this is still a pair, even after a decade, that everyone remembers, everybody wants to re-release. And if you're a Jordan collector, chances are you have these in your collection, and if you don't, you should definitely get a pair. So these are my second favorite pair of shoes in my collection. Okay guys, so for my first favorite pair, I am standing behind the camera because I feel as though you guys really need to see these up close in hand and every single detail. So as a lot of you guys know from my last video, from my Instagram, I am a huge J. Cole Dreamville fan. I saw on Instagram a customizer by the name of Starline Customs out in the UK did a KOD themed retro one for someone, and I thought it was amazing. I reached out to him and I said, I think Born Sinner and 2014 Forest Hills Drive are the 2 greatest albums of all time. Do you think you could put those album covers on a pair of shoes for me? He said yeah. So without further ado, on the one shoe right here, as you can see, you have the 2014 Forest Hills Drive cover. I don't know if you guys can see that, but you have J. Cole right there sitting on his roof, and you have everything. You have the little parental advisory mark right there. You have the Retro 1 Carmines that he wore on the cover right there. The trees in the background. And it's so seamlessly painted. Like, it just looks like it was just printed on the shoe. On the other, the toe, you have Dreamville. Did a great job with that. The toe's perforated, so to get Dreamville written out like that was probably really hard. And then on the inside, you have the stop sign with Forest Hills Drive there, and then Kane Street there. If you bought the vinyl, this was like the back side, so that's why I had that on the cover, this on the back. Again, the detail, just amazing. I mean, you can see like all the leaves and everything that he painted. So It's a really, really dope shoe. I'll probably end up doing just a video of itself just to review these shoes and show them off. But this is the one side. So for the other shoe, this is probably, well, definitely my favorite pair out of the two. It's the Born Sinner side. I love Born Sinner. Born Sinner is my favorite album. In fact, I even have the Born Sinner crown tatted right on my right arm. Here we go. So yeah, this is the Born Sinner shoe. Again, you got the little parental advisory thing right there, but like the devil just looks like it was taken like right off the album cover. Like, you know, the shading, the shadows looks amazing. The gold paint that he drew for the crown, and the crown really looks like, you know, everything is dimensional. Everything is just how it looks on the album cover. So he did a great job on that. You know, he gave me the gold wax laces. He threw that in. I thought that was a dope touch. And then on the toe, again, you have the crown and the shiny gold. It looks awesome. I'm sorry if I'm not really centering this right. I'm trying to, like, see how it looks on my phone and try and, you know, look at the shoe just to make sure I'm pointing at the right stuff. But like I said, the wax laces were a nice touch. And then on the other side, so the album came out, the first edition in the deluxe, that was, you know, the deluxe cover. This was, you know, the one that didn't have all the extra songs, but I needed something to put on this side. So again, like, the detail that he did with the smoke is crazy. I really don't even know how to describe this. I don't know the backstory behind this, but, you know, the gold lines, really dope. The I don't know if this is like an altar or a gateway, but looks really nice. I mean, just look at how that fades. If you guys want to check him out, this is his business card that he sent. Starline Customs out in the UK. There's his email, his website, his phone. Guys, go check him out on Instagram. He's always doing some dope stuff. These are some examples of his work. Alright guys, thank you for watching this whole video. If you like it, subscribe, comment, leave a like. The link to my Instagram and Twitter are down in the bio. I'll leave the link to his Instagram as well in case you guys didn't get that. Drop a comment. Let me know what your favorite pair of shoes in your collection is. Thanks for watching.